Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside. Come inside. I'm your man with the most, Dustykatt, here on the fabulous West Coast, San Jose, California. It's another beautiful sunny day here where the water doesn't exist. That's true. The little loop that I walk every day, the pond that's in there, the ducks can't even get their butts wet. It's nothing. It's gone. And then we get North Carolina's flooding. Just bucket all that stuff up in trains and just ship it out here, guys. We want it. You don't want it, just put it in trains, bring it over here. We'd love to have it. I know you can do it, United States of America, because we're that kind of people. But hey, thanks all for coming. Here, it's another Monday. I know we had a wonderful episode on Saturday. Hope all you guys loved it. I loved it. Peter knew. Standing O for that one. You know what I'm talking about. But you're not here to talk about that. No, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to welcome to her first ever interview in our fandom. And I can't believe this is the first ever interview for this nice, lovely lady, because she is the Pony of Pop, Sapphire Shores, of course.
Hey!
Hi, Rena. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Oh, yeah. Look at that cutie up there. Oh, yeah. And, of course, please say your last name for me one more time.
Sure, no worries. Anakwe.
Anakwe.
Yes.
Anakwe.
You got it.
Rena Anakwe.
Rena Anakwe, yes.
Yes. It's wonderful to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely, the Pony of Pop herself. And, of course, we have also Ted here.
Hello.
How you doing, buddy?
How are you?
Yes,
Doing
Ted,
great.
Ted is the chair of PacificPonycon. And we have Charlie.
Hey, how's everyone doing?
Awesome. Charlie is also the public announce kind of guy for PacificPonycon. We'll be talking with them in a little bit about their wonderful, wonderful convention that this lovely lady will be joining them for this January.
I'm very excited.
Very excited. Her first convention.
Yes.
And if you can get to San Diego in January and get out of the snow, heck yeah.
Everyone needs a vacation.
Everyone needs a vacation in the warm, sunny weather of San Diego, California. But we're going to go ahead with our questions really quick. So we're going to get the first half, the questions. And the first one I give everybody who comes to the show, Rena.
Yes.
What are some of the cartoons and comics that you watched as a kid or are still watching to this day?
It's fun. Okay, so the thing, there's things that I'm not watching as. Can I talk about the things that I do watch as an adult as well?
Absolutely.
Okay,
we all watch
I
cartoons.
just completed BoJack Horseman, and I really like that show so much. And Archer, I really do.
Archer's a scream.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Archer's
pretty
funny.
much. So, I also, but the thing is, I grew up watching. I mean, I was just thinking about like Saturday morning cartoons and whatnot, but I remember. In particular, Hey Arnold. I did watch Hey Arnold. And then I also watched Arthur. Because, and I'm not going to say when I was little, my sister, we have a big age gap. So when she was little, because I have to save face, I was watching that with her. Of course, I did watch My Little Pony, actually, the first generation. When I was younger, and Rainbow Bright, and Thundercats, and He-Man and She-Ra. I remember watching a lot of random things, like sneaking and watching things. We didn't have cable growing up, so... You know, yeah. I don't know. I watched a lot of random things like that. I mean, I still get to watch My Little Pony, so I think that's cool. Because the other ones you can't watch, right? But
well, you can watch anything you want. You know, we all adults here. We can watch whatever we want.
This is true. But you know, because you get to see like different versions, so I think that's exciting. Yeah,
absolutely. You are not only a voice actress, but you've been in front of the camera a bit as well. What's your favorite form of acting?
That's a good question. I mean, I really love theater. I really do love theater. But I also think that the thing that why I really love voiceover, because I will honestly, I really love voiceover because it's the bridge between theater and film and TV, right? So you still get that time to kind of to collaborate with the rest of your cast and have so much fun. Like that's the thing I really love about voiceover is so much fun with everybody else. Kind of between takes is kind of where all the shenanigans go down. And that's the best part because you just have this room of people who are also kind of crazy like you. So it's also really nice.
There you go.
Yeah, so I don't know if I have a favorite, but I I always love theater, but I think voiceover is that middle ground for film and TV, because that's also a different interaction too, which I love as well.
That's cool. It was a while ago when you were in there doing these episodes, because it was like 2011, 2014. But can you remember one thing in between takes that maybe Tabitha St. Germain did?
One thing. We all did so many things. It's always just fun. Like, I don't ever even know what's going on. It's that, like, one thing is said and then it just carries, and so many other voices come out of us, and I think that's the funniest part. I can't really remember anything in particular because there's so many random voices, and I think it's also kind of weird too, in a way, like a good weirdness that I like. Is that we're all making so many voices, and we're so many different people at the same time, that it's crazy that the ponies are actually even talking at any point, you know?
Yep. Okay, so one of the things about you which I found so intriguing is that you beat people. You were a Golden Gloves boxer. Here's a wonderful shot of you winning the 2008 Golden Gloves in your weight class for women.
Boy.
And I'm like, wow.
Another random fact.
Another random fact about Rena. Wow.
Rena.
My bad.
You got
Hit
it.
me.
No.
Just smack me again.
No.
Rena.
I can't hit you because it's like...
Yes, you can. You have gloves. See? Right here, gloves.
Right?
Yes. So, what is it that you're very athletic and boxing you fell into, or is it a boxing of love? You know, tell me a bit about it.
You know what's really funny? As a child, I felt like I was obligated to play sports because that's what I went to an all-girls school growing up, and then I ended up going to a public school. But it's always that we always had to play sports. So we learned how to do everything. So you learned how to cook, how to build things, how to make your own pottery. I don't know why. And you learn how to play every sport. And I actually was telling my sister this last night. I guess it's my first acting gig. I pretended that I was hyperventilating and had asthma, which I don't know how to do that. And I so I could get out of the presidential challenge to run the mile. This is 1 mile. Okay, so growing up, I didn't really I would play soccer and basketball because had to be part of the little league type of things, but I didn't really like it, and I felt a lot of pressure being on teams because I felt like, oh, I'm not as good as I want to be, so I'm messing up the team because just the little things kids create for themselves in their heads. So boxing, I really was like, yeah, I should box because then I'm be by myself, and so it's all dependent on me. I was a part of a team, of course, but I just really felt like the discipline. It's actually it's not a happy thing of actually how I got into it at first. It's I wanted to be able to defend myself.
Okay.
I was in a little bit of it was a very short relationship, but I felt like I needed to be able to defend myself, and then I ended that at all times just because I didn't want anybody to be able to hurt me, and so. But it actually turned into something that was really great. Is when MySpace was still functional. I got a message from Team Freeform saying, "Hey, do you want to learn how to box?" It was just like I guess it was something that was supposed to happen, and I thought at first, okay, I want to be able to defend myself, but I really wanted to do fitness modeling, and I was so bad when I first started. They used to make fun of me. I found out later on.
Oh my goodness!
They used to call me the model. They're like, "Oh, is Barbie here today?" Because I was really bad. But I came back every week, every day for practices, and just to get better. And then I decided, I was like, no, I'm never going in there. I just want to do some modeling things. I don't want to break my nose. So I told my coach that, and he was like, you should spar. And I was like, no, I don't want to break my nose. And he's like, put on the gloves. And then he just hit me. And he was like, did that hurt? I was like, no. And then I started sparring. It's like, okay, I didn't break my nose. I'll be fine.
One thing I've always wanted to ask somebody who's been in the Golden Gloves when you win. Yeah. Do they give you a belt or a set of Golden Gloves?
No, you get a set of Golden Gloves actually.
Really?
But they're not okay. So back in the day, when the beginning, they used to actually give you they used to be gilded gloves that were the actual size. But you actually just get a necklace, chain with Golden Gloves attached to them. Oh, wow. They're pretty cool. I should wear them more. People have told me that I should.
Cool. Well, yeah, you want them, you should wear them. Heck yeah.
I know. I'll wear them to San Diego.
Do it.
I'll have them in San Diego.
Now, another thing you might be doing in San Diego, you are also a professional DJ. An impressive list of skills for this woman.
Thank you so much.
DJ Lady Lane.
Yes.
Plays a lot of music. I can see that, the Brony musicians are going to be really happy with you.
Yeah.
Really.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, because they do lots of music.
I've heard some of the music. The music is great.
Yeah. Classify a bit about, and we talked a bit before show, but tell the people here exactly what you told me about the styles of music that you're DJing.
So I spin almost everything because I have an appreciation for almost everything. But I did start out. I had a heavy metal happy hour in the East Village when I first started at Lit Lounge.
Yes.
And that was one of my first opportunities, and it was great. I got to play classic rock. I really love classic rock and heavy metal and hard rock. And I was talking about AC/DC earlier, and we talked about Bandmade, which you just put me on to, which is so cool. This group from Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I was in 2 bands before I started DJing, and it was stressful. I'm not gonna lie.
Bands are always stressful.
They are. I just wanted to have fun and give people a good time. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna teach myself how to DJ. And I had DJed actually when I was younger, but I used to sneak and play my brother's turntables when he wasn't home, so I wasn't supposed to be doing that. So.
Well, that's the toughest place in the world to DJ is New York, because everybody DJs in New York. I mean, geez, you had the Beastie Boys, and you had Run DMC, and you had all these bands out of New York. I mean, if you want,
they're really great people. Actually, it's funny. Beverly Bond and DJ Lady Shaw and DJ Reborn were actually the first people that kind of helped me. Nice. DJ Lady Shaw is actually from LA, but they're the first people that helped me because I decided I wanted to spin, and I realized I was like, I don't have a crew. Everybody else has a crew, and then I just messaged Beverly Bond on a whim and said, hey, maybe I can teach some nutrition or some boxing to the girls because she actually is the organizer of Black Girls Rock.
Okay.
And she responded to me because she wanted to know if her assistant had ever gotten back to me, and she called me, and I was like, wow, this is awesome. And cool. She said, just ask me questions, and then I started DJing after that.
That is sweet. That is sweet.
Yeah.
DJ Tetsuo is going to love you.
Oh, hey.
Tetsuo is a wonderful guy. Then, of course, we come to Sapphire Shores.
Yes.
Of course. Now,
my love.
It seemed like she was a throwaway character. She was just a setup for the very first episode that she was in, which is, of course, the Diamond Dog episode. She just needed clothes for her worldwide Phillies tour, and then she never saw her again. So,
well, she was on tour, right?
She was on tour. You never saw her. But then she comes back. She comes back in season 4. Now, between that's 2011 to 2014.
Yeah. Right?
And you've left. You've gone from Vancouver to New York. And what was it like getting that call? It's like, we really need Sapphire Shores again.
It was funny because it was actually it was a sign from above. It was like a gift from the universe because I was there are a lot of things that were happening, and I was about to go into grad school. I was actually just about to start because we record everything beforehand, so you guys see it afterwards, right? So I was just about to start grad school, and I had gotten an email from my agency saying, oh, you should keep these dates on hold. And I was like, okay. And I was just kind of ending this work relationship with this company that I had helped to build and was about to start school. And it was a bit messy. And I was like, okay, dear Lord, universe, if I get to Vancouver in one piece, it was the worst flight, like the worst flight. And I got the email saying, okay, you're confirmed. And I was like, yes. And I booked this flight, and I didn't look at it properly. And it had one of those layovers where you actually sleep in the airport. Your flight isn't until the next day. And I got so excited and realized. And so that was and then I had to actually, we were shooting that day. And so I was just like, you know what? I got here in one piece, no problems. The airport other people were there. You form a little weird camaraderie of sleeping with one eye open, and then, but it actually all worked out and went perfectly. And so I was so happy to see everybody again. And it's always just so nice to see everybody again and just joke around and catch up with everyone and be back in Vancouver because I really do love Vancouver. So it was really nice.
I've been to Vancouver, and I loved the place for the day I was there. I was like, I was there for 24 hours. It's like, do I have to leave?
I know. It smells so good. Like, the air's so fresh, right?
Yes, it's green, and it's awesome, and there's skiing, and there's water, and there's, oh my goodness. It's all that stuff.
I know. But that rain.
I don't mind the rain. I grew up in Michigan. I love rain.
Oh, that's right. See, we
don't have enough rain here in California.
I know. It's true. You guys know.
And of course, Sapphire is a bit of a mix of a lot of different strong female entertainers across all of the decades of popular music, I think. Did you have a particular inspiration for her sound and her mannerisms?
Actually, I did. It's so... I'm allowed to say this, right?
Yeah.
You guys will edit this out afterwards, right? No. So when I got the breakdown, it's funny. It was Heather Lindsay that actually brought me in because she had seen me at an emerging artists festival. This is when I first moved to Vancouver. This is actually the first animated series that I booked. It was kind of one of the biggest thing I booked, and I had just gone to Vancouver. I think I was there about 3 months, maybe. And the breakdown said a cross between Grace Jones and RuPaul. It was Can you believe it? I know. This is. Am I supposed to? I'm supposed to. I don't know. Do you know how specific that is?
I did not get RuPaul.
Yes, those are so specific.
I got a little bit of Grace Jones. I got a little bit of Aretha Franklin.
Okay, well the thing is this,
RuPaul.
I studied Drag Race for the whole weekend because I watched the whole first season, the whole weekend.
Oh my God!
And of course Grace Jones, and I'm watching Pull Up to My Bumper, baby. I'm singing and everything. Yeah. Like I had this whole thing, and my coach, actually Michael Dobson was my coach.
Oh,
he's
good friend.
I love that man. I love Mechanical Studios. I just love that man, and he was helping me. He's like, you have to create this, and so. That was my inspiration, Grace Jones and RuPaul. But then you know what's funny? Then when we were actually when we were shooting, then Terry was telling me, he's like, you need to I need some Debbie Allen. I need Debbie Allen in there. So that's actually who's in there. When Grace Jones, RuPaul, and Debbie Allen are all working.
Just put that in the blender
and you get Sapphire Jones. That's what you got. a little extra Nigerian, a little
extra Nigerian in there.
Little
Grace Jones from Conan the Destroyer.
Yeah. This is. I know. I was shocked. You know, actually.
That's what we need, people. You now, people out there in the studio audience, you now have an assignment. I want to see a drawing of Sapphire Shores as Grace Jones from Conan the Destroyer. Do it.
Oh yeah, can someone draw that? Can someone
draw that for me, please?
I wish I were more skilled. It'd probably take me a couple months to do that.
Crazy. But are you excited? Are you excited to go to your very first MLP convention?
This is the best thing. I was so happy when I saw the message from Charlie, and I felt terrible that I didn't see it in my inbox at first. And he tweeted me, and I was like, oh yes, and I just responded so quickly. Because I think it's so great because everybody that's been reaching out to me via social media, whether it's been on Twitter or Facebook or even through my website, I'm just excited to meet everyone because everyone's so kind and just, I'm excited to meet all of you guys.
We're all excited to meet you. Absolutely.
Yeah. And I know. Hopefully I'm behaving myself.
You're doing great. Are you kidding me? This is awesome. And of course, now we're going to meet the gentlemen who are putting on this wonderful convention, PacificPonycon down there in San Diego. This January. Let's welcome Charlie and Ted to the program. Yay!
Hey, thanks.
Hi, how are you doing?
Glad to be here.
Guys. Sweet. So introduce yourselves. Charlie, you go first.
Well, my name is Charlie Marquez. I'm the chairman of public affairs. I pretty much contact everyone, try to not to make a fool of myself, and get all these great people like Rena Anakwe and Andrea Livman and everyone to the show. I mean, everyone to the event, which is going to be awesome, by the way.
Awesome. How about you, Ted?
Hi, my name is Ted Visser. I am the chair of PacificPonycon. I also live down here in San Diego. As chair, I'm the guy in charge most of the time. I try to let my department heads run things, though. Charlie doesn't give himself enough credit. He is probably one of the better people I've ever worked with on anything, making stuff happen. So
Awesome,
we're looking forward to the con down in San Diego.
Cool. Tell us a bit about it. What makes your convention stand out from the sea of pony conventions that are out there nowadays? Why would someone want to come to San Diego in January other than the obvious?
Well, it's funny that you mentioned the sea, because actually, that would be one of the things that makes our con really, really unique. We have a private beach right at the hotel. We're going to be at the San Diego Kona Kai Hotel and Resort, which is a beautiful property. And like I mentioned a moment ago, private beach. I mean, what other Ponycon has this?
Private beach.
Yeah. Besides that, we are also we pretty much have the hotel entirely to ourselves.
Wow.
There's no other events going on at that time, so you won't have to worry about people there for a wedding or something, wondering who all these strange people in costumes are. You can completely be yourselves, and as a result of our location right on the water and stuff like that, we have just again the usual San Diego weather. Even in January, the coldest it's likely to get is like 60 degrees. So we got a pool, a beach, fire pits, you name it. We're gonna take advantage of that location as much as we can.
Nice.
Well, aside from that, we're like right on the border, so a lot of people are going to get to meet some of the TJ bronies, that come over from Mexico.
Okay.
That's actually we've interacted with them a lot during the last few months. They're really cool people, and one of the things we had at our last event was this piñata party, which you can ask Private Stampede how that went.
I'm sure I will.
And we're going to be bringing that back. So. Revenge of the Wendigos.
Yeah,
yes.
you guys made a Wendigo piñata, if I remember correctly.
Yes,
Yes.
which was
That was funny.
like the hardest thing to break.
That was funny. Yeah, well, you're not supposed to use concrete.
No, we know that now. It's going to be made out of paper this time.
Yes, aluminum baseball bats work.
Yes.
So, anything special you have cooked up for attendees that we should know about?
Well, right now, aside from stuff like the Wendigo Piñata thing, we have really cool stuff planned. That's something that you can really do at the beach. Like we're planning to have Canterlot Castle competition right on the stand, get everyone's inner artist out. And then we have other stuff like a CCG tournament, which is actually pretty interesting.
Okay.
Right now, as most of the CCG people know, the season's going to be closing on January, well, during that time. The season for the championship is going to be closing on January 10th. And PacificPonycon is going to be the last place where you're going to be able to qualify for the championships.
Nice.
So the top 2 players are going to be able to, to go to the championships of the CCG, which is growing immensely in the community right now.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Yes.
Besides that, we also have a pretty strong musical lineup coming out. You may have heard of Rhyme Flow. He's a noted Brony rapper. Well, he's actually our music manager.
Nice.
And he's putting together a pretty professional lineup. And we're taking advantage again of our location. The first concert Friday night is going to be outdoors. So we're going to do that outside. I mean, obviously, it doesn't rain very much in San Diego. If it does, of course, we've got our backup plans. But we plan to have it outside. And that'll be both a combined electronic and acoustic set. And then Saturday night, we're going to be doing our indoor concert, which, again, a full professional lineup. Odyssey Eurobeat is actually our headliner, so I'm proud to announce him
That's cool.
on this cast here. So that should be a good time as well.
Garnica coming, of course?
Of course.
Yes, of course.
Absolutely. Garnica will be there. There's a lady on this program who actually is a DJ. She might be available. I'm not sure, but she might be there. So
This is true.
who knows?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
believe
You
me,
might want to talk to her about the possibility of maybe bringing her decks.
we may be looking into that right now.
Yeah, there's a possibility. You never know what
You never
happens.
know.
There's a possibility that the Pony Pop might actually be
Possibly.
entertaining you. That would be awesome. And of course, there's going to be, of course, the Saturday night dance. How is the rest of it coming along? How are registrations coming?
Registration's coming up great right now. We have a lot of perks for a lot of people that want to get the higher tiers. We have beautiful plushies that we're going to be giving out
Nice.
with our. I think which tier is it again, Ted? Pro Surfer tier.
So
Yes.
the Pro Surfer tier, yeah, that's currently the mid to high tier. We actually have 2 more tiers that we haven't announced yet because we're still locking down some details, but they're coming up.
Oh yeah, they're going to be coming out soon, and believe me, they're going to have some amazing stuff on them.
Nice.
We're doing that. So yeah, registration's going all right for sure. We're working with the hotel to make sure that all that stuff goes well. The higher tier and the lower tiers. I do want to put out for registration for all those military, fire, police bronies out there. I am in the Navy, active duty, and I made sure of it that we have a military discount for anyone who's in the area. San Diego is huge with the military.
Yes,
There's
it
like
is.
5 military
Absolutely.
bases around. So that is one thing we wanted to make sure that we were going to do to support people who defend the country. I don't want to be like, that's just my thing.
Oh, thank you for your service.
It's a good
I
thing.
appreciate that.
It's a good thing. That is great. So what's the base price to get in for this wonderful weekend?
Well, the base price is $60. Aside from that, we have a bunch of different tiers that go up to $450. And, well, it's really, really worth the price. Right now, we haven't announced like even half of the people that we have going, and we have huge names. We have Rena right here. We have Andrea Livman from the community. We have also huge guests: Eileen Monty, Jesse Nowacking. I mean, how would you not want to go see Octavia and Vinyl Scratch, right?
Yep.
We have KP. We're going to be announcing so many people in this coming week. I mean, it's just going to be amazing.
Awesome. Yeah, it's watching Ali Monty and Nowacking perform at BronyCon was awesome. They did a really great show.
Oh,
so
definitely.
you don't want to miss them playing
Did
together.
you?
She's in England and Nowacking's in school, so whenever they get together is a very, they don't get together very often to actually perform. So if you get the chance to go, because you won't see them very often. And of course, this lovely lady right here, who hasn't been to any conventions, will be there. Right?
You have no idea how excited we were
Yes.
when she actually answered back, and I was like, "Oh my God, she answered back!" Yes.
Oh, of course.
Yes, absolutely. It's just going to be awesome if you guys can get down to San Diego. There's plenty else to do in San Diego if you're going to be there early or if you're going to be there after the convention. You've got SeaWorld is there. You've got, other beaches. You've got surfing. You've got the San Diego Zoo. You've got all of this wonderful stuff to do in San Diego. So if you want to go down a few days early, if you want to stay a few days after, plenty of things to do. Wonderful town to be in. I think I was there for a week at one point and just did a whole bunch of stuff about a decade ago. But San Diego's a wonderful area to just basically traipse around. So if you want to go down earlier, go down, stay there late. So with that, anything else you guys want to say about your wonderful convention?
I just first wanted to thank you, Dusty, for having us on the show and allowing us to put this information out. It's looking to be a great time. We're working real hard. For us, it's about the fans and the community and the show itself. We want to make sure that everyone has the best time possible down there, and we put on a good production that you get your money's worth and enjoy your time in sunny San Diego.
Absolutely. Bring your towels and bring your beach clothes because it's going to be sitting out there in the sun with your Mai Tais and just soaking it up.
Oh, I love my
Oh,
ties.
definitely. Believe me, you're going to need that with Private Beach Party Con.
Absolutely. Private Beach Party Con. That's what we're going to call it
Yes.
now. Private Beach Party Con. It's going to be great. And of course, now we get also other conventions are still going on, right? Still going on. Plenty of conventions going on this year worldwide. We start off with, of course, Nightmare Nights coming up, Dallas, Texas, October 23rd to 25th. Kazumi Evans will be there. Heather Breckel, GM Barrow, Jen Blake, Marika Hendricks will be there. So also Kathy Westluck, Ishi Riddle, and Katharina Hadley will be there. They both worked on Equestria Girls, and of course, Kathy Westluck is Kathy Westluck. So they're going to be there. Plenty of fun to be had in Dallas. You got to go to the British pub down the street. The Londoner is just to die for. So wish I was going, but I'm not. Ponyville Cider Fest, of course, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, November 20th and 22nd. Went there last year. Wonderful time for a first-year con. Guests this year, Ashley Ball hardly ever gets out because she's so busy. Peter New will be there. Rebecca Soyshit will be there. The Shake-Ups in Ponyville, which is of course, the fan band dress up like ponies and play their original songs from the show. Jen Blake from the comics has been added. She's going to be there. They have cider. They have cider for the kids. They have cider for the adults. Apple pie bake-off, sponsor dinner, tons of things to do there at Cider Fest. And of course, PacificPonycon, which is coming up San Diego. January 8th to 10th, of course, guests Andrea Libman, Nowacking, Ellie Monty, Olive, Impossible Lop, and this lovely lady right here. We'll all be there. Held at the Kona Kai, private beach, boat rentals, bike rentals, kayaking, free Wi-Fi. Free Wi-Fi. You don't have to pay for it. Free Wi-Fi. Rooms are, as of now, $139 a night. If you use the group code 1119SDC, you get the $139 a night. More details at PacificPonycon.com. So check it out. And of course, more conventions. Japan Ponycon just said they're coming back in the spring in May. We've got Taiwan is going to have me as a Skype guest coming up at the end of this year. It's going to be wonderful, wonderful. Anywhere on this big blue marble that you're at, there's a Ponycon. So Ponycon's app is out there. You can download the app for your mobile device. We'll have all the information on all the cons all over the world. Thank you, Mr. Steve Strezza, for doing that. You're awesome. Okay, we're going to get into charity work. Last show, we had, of course, the Source Filmmaker Ponies, and we did the American National Red Cross, and that was for the Chilean relief for their tsunami and their earthquakes and all that kind of stuff. We came up with 880 bits. Thank you very much out there, all you guys. for helping with that, 880 bits. So we've got a lot of wonderful things for you and one for me. Haha. So to start with, we got all these wonderful cards. We've got my manliest mustache competition secret ship fit card. That's going to you. I've got this wonderful business card from Charlotte Fullerton, signed by Charlotte Fullerton. So that's going. We've got this wonderful foil Princess Luna card right there from Enterplay. And that was given away at the last convention. And of course, the Equestria LA Hilton Hotel card with Andy Price art, which is my personal card I'm giving to you. So that is to start with. Then we also have the IDW number 22 special cover Tony Fleece comic book. That was pretty special. That was hard to get. And we also have a Funko Sweetie Drops Agent Bonbon. Yes. So Sweetie Drops right there will also go to you. And because we had 500 bits, the guys at SFM Ponies are going to upgrade my SFM model, and they're going to make a new outro for the show. So all of that now goes to the person whose name I take out of this cowboy hat. Right here. So we're going to dig in a hat.
Yeah.
Who are we going to get? Dun, 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 dun. It's this person right here. This is Faceless Freebies. Faceless. You win this time. Faceless Freebies. You get all that wonderful stuff. So send me an email, dusty@manlysmarty.com, with your shipping address, and I will ship all that little stuff out to you. And I will talk to the SFM Ponies about the other stuff. New outro.
Congrats.
Yay.
That's awesome.
It's going to be great. So, then we move forward. Forward with Rena's charity. The
Ooh.
Atlanta Day Shelter for Women and Children.
Yes.
Yes. Being homeless is pure misery for anybody.
I know.
But single women with kids, it's even worse.
Yeah, and people are just getting out of any situation, and
Absolutely.
it's just, yeah, my agent at Play Management, she lives down there, and so she wanted to help something that's in her community, so help that charity, because I was looking for specific ones, but that one in particular, I thought, yeah, let's help them out, especially because you're over there in Atlanta, and that sounds good. Yeah.
Absolutely. They
Some help.
provide job training, good meals, helping to navigate all the red tape of bull crud to get help surrounding governmental programs, critical stuff they're doing down there.
Helping people get on their feet, yeah, it's really
Helping people get on their feet is always great. It's manly to help out people like this, so that's what we're going to do. So,
wonderful.
if you go over to manlysbrony.com and you click on the link and you give 5 bits at least to this wonderful charity, you're going to be in a drawing for this group of stuff over here. So we're going to start off with a card pack of stuff. You have my card. You've got the Blazing Hot Wildfire card, which has been getting rare. You've got the Golden Gates pack of cards from BabsCon last year, and of course another foil Luna, which was given away by Interplay at LA. So those. Then I've got here a Discord box with the Discord foil card Series 2 unopened for you. That also. I've also got this IDW comic number 33 with the Tony Fleece cover, everybody's favorite Flutterbat. And of course everybody else is a bat in this one. So that's a Tony Fleece cover. That is a rare one. And then I've also got from our Japan friends the My Little Pony 24-month charity calendar with the cute My Little Pony art in it. So that will also go to you. I got a couple of these left, so I'll sporadically put them in every now and then. Now, if we hit 500 bits, I will also throw in, this is awesome. Thank you, Scott Kinnersley, for this. Scott went to, of course, Salt Lake Comic Con and got this, which is the Tony Fleece cover of the IDW comic, number 34, with the Rainbow Dash cover, specifically for only Salt Lake City Comic Con. One for me, one for you. If we hit 500 bucks, that goes to you. But not only that, I also have one last Funko Derpy. One last Funko Derpy for you guys. So if we hit 500 bits, those two are the upkick. Now, Rena.
Yes.
I'm not sure if there's anything that you have that you sell, like a mixtape or something like that, maybe. But maybe we could get like an autograph or something on a headshot or something like that. Or maybe we can get a Sapphire Shores printout and get you a little signature on that. What do you think?
That sounds cool.
Does that sound good?
Yeah, you could even. I don't even mind making maybe a special mixtape for like My Little Pony peeps. I could do that. That'd be nice, right?
Wouldn't that be cool? Hey, guys, if we break $500, DJ Lady Lane is going to make a special mixtape of
I
My
could do a
Little Pony.
5-word mixtape for them. So
There you
the
go.
person, yeah,
Yeah.
you could do a 5-word mixtape.
There you go. A mixtape from Sapphire Shores herself. If we break 500 bits. The cool stuff comes on my show.
This
The
is
cool
awesome.
stuff, right? So if you go over to mynameisbrony.com and you click on the link, give at least $5, you'll be in for all of this stuff and a mixtape from the Pony Pop herself.
This is exciting.
Isn't that exciting? That's
Yeah.
exciting to me.
Yeah, because now I have people to make the mixtape for you. If you guys give me the first 5 words that pop into your head,
Yes.
and then I'll make a mixtape out of that. So people just, tell Screwball the first 5 words, and then
Yes.
those 5 words will make the mixtape.
There you go.
It'll be a collaborative mixtape between all of us. This is cool.
Here you go. So, Screwball, where you at, buddy? There he is.
What's up?
Hi, bud. Screwball, everybody. Screwball's in chat now. Screwball's
Sorry,
here.
I was. I've been mellowing.
You were playing games.
out.
Don't even to me.
I've been mellowing out to a lot of music at the moment. I just got this new soundtrack, and I've just been going so hard on it that I'm just like melting in my seat
Melting.
currently.
You know what we're going to do right now, Screw?
Yo,
Watch the ICQ chat. The first
Okay.
5 words that come up in the ICQ chat from right now will be the mixtape. Watch the words.
it has to be single words.
Single words.
Okay.
Single words. Okay. Of course, we got a 30-second delay up here, so we're just
Yes,
we're
we're
gonna
gonna
go
hold it
ahead.
out.
He's gonna watch those. He's gonna watch those words come up, and I'm gonna bring up something while those words are coming up. I had a very good friend of mine, Trish, who does the art for BronyCon, do me up this wonderful piece of artwork, which is my OC overhaul from 3 angles. This is gonna be important for next year, but this is up on my DA if anybody wants to download it. So people have been wanting, a little thing of my character so they can do art. Here it is, but this is important into next year. I'll tell you all about it in December. All right?
Okay, so I got 5 words. A couple of them are repeating, so I'm just gonna skip the one that repeats. So
Okay.
I got pony, rare, sass, fish, and smooth.
Wow. I was hoping the word metal would get in there because metal came up.
Well, there's smooth jazz, but maybe.
Oh,
maybe
there's so many ways to work that in. Don't
Yeah. That's awesome.
I got fish? Really? Okay. Fish.
A fish called Rena.
Like pescatarian type of music. Hello. Gonna have to get
Awesome.
creative on that one.
Yeah. So, yep, got to get creative on that one. So she's going to work on that mixtape because I know we're going to crack $500 because we always do.
Oh, wonderful.
Always do. So that's up
That'd
for
be
that.
my first My Little Pony.
Mixtape.
Yeah,
Sweet.
you guys did this. This
We
is
did
this
it.
is your 5-word mixtape right
5-word
here,
mixtape.
and I'm putting these words on it on the cover art. So
Yes. It's gonna be. You know what? I'm surprised nobody said dolphin.
I know. Well, we
They
got
said fish,
fish.
but the
That's
dolphin.
supposed to-
Dolphin's not a fish.
I know it's a mammal.
It's a mammal.
That's why. That's probably exactly what happened there.
No, but
It's
it's,
a
a dolphin.
mammal.
Flare Cobra, how dare you?
It's a mammal. I know all about. You know what? Just came to mind. Flipper. I wonder how Flipper's.
I wonder. Yeah. Flipper 23 is probably doing fine.
Right?
Hey, Screwball.
This is the truth.
Hey, Screwy.
Yo.
I bet there's a ton of questions for this nice, lovely lady and these 2 boys.
Oh yes. What I'm gonna do is since I got questions for the guys and questions for a lovely lady, I'm gonna switch them out like
Flip-flop 'em.
constantly.
Yep.
So I'll do that. So I'll bring in the first for you, Rena. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm bringing this one up first. It's
What?
from Soggy Milk.
What? A soggy milk.
Oh,
Where is?
Hello,
you know what? Where
Soggy.
is he? Where's our champion?
Where's Justice?
Where's
I have
Justice?
no idea. Everyone's
no
asking
Justice.
for him, and he's nowhere in sight.
I don't know if we lost our live. We lost our hero. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go on a long worldwide trek like Pinkie to go find him. He hasn't been around the last couple of shows.
oh.
Basically, he's usually on
superhero.
all the time. He's basically our superhero because that's his actual
James
name.
Justice.
James Justice.
Oh,
James
really?
Justice is our
Yes.
superhero, and Soggy Milk is his nemesis. So, what does Soggy Milk want to know?
Soggy Milk for your arena. If you were a super villain or hero, what would your name and powers be?
What? That's so cool.
There you go.
Oh, wait, a super villain or hero?
Or hero.
I could be a hero too, right?
Yep. PowerPoint.
That's so difficult. No, it's not. It's not that difficult. Well, I can't do Lady Lane because that's like. You know what would be really cool is if I could teleport.
Ooh.
Yes.
I feel like that would be good. But like, could it be like you have a hybrid power? Has that ever happened? So I could teleport, but at the same time I could take a nap because I feel like that's important. I feel like sleep would be
a
needed.
super nap would be the best thing ever.
Yeah, a super nap with teleportation, but then I could teleport to certain places. But I could teleport with people, so I could take groups of people with me. So
like
like, it's a
Nightcrawler.
safe place, right?
Yeah, like Nightcrawler from Marvel.
Yeah, exactly. But then take a
Travel
nap. Do you
the
think Nightcrawler sleeps?
I don't know.
I didn't think about that.
What would
Those
be your
naps-
name?
My name.
Yeah, your
Oh,
name. Superhero name.
I know. Oh, what would be good? Like something like oh no. Because I was looking at the fact that the Black Panthers is going to be coming up. But I would want like a cool name like that, but something with ice. I don't know why.
Ice Panther or something?
Like right, Ice Panther? Should I take Ice Panther? Should I take that?
I got it.
Okay, what is it?
I got it. Onyx Jade.
Bam! I'm writing that down. It's down.
Bam.
Onyx superhero name. Onyx Jade. That is so awesome.
Wow, how did you come up with that?
That is so good.
That's what I do.
That's my new. That's my other side. Onyx Jade
I love
takes
that.
naps and teleports. I feel like I need a cooler thing now.
Someone needs to actually do Onyx Jade, Sapphire Shore's alter ego. He actually
know.
fights crime while on tour.
Right? And those naps are
She
really
sings-
important.
It's like Gem and the Hologram. She sings and then she actually's fighting crime,
Exactly, and saving the world.
saving the world outside of
one
Metropolis.
note at a time. Bam.
Outside of
Okay.
Metropolis, she's actually bouncing around Equestria fighting crime as
Exactly.
Jade Onyx because the
This-
power ponies can't get out of Metropolis
That's
for
right.
some reason.
Because there's always
Because,
something.
there's always the maniac
Yeah,
always
exactly.
doing something there.
Someone wanting to rule the world. This is
Yeah.
amazing. Onyx Jade is my new superhero name. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Next.
So this one's for everyone's calling it PPC, so I'm just gonna put it as that.
Yeah.
Pacific Ponycon. That's PPC.
The PPC.
So I have to bring up this one first because I had to Google it and it made me laugh really hard.
Uh-oh.
From Flair Cobra to PPC folks, are you worried that anyone will try to ponify the Cardiff Kook statue during the con?
Well, now that you mention it, I kind of am. I mean, does that count?
Yep, I would say so. Okay, so the backstory, I had to Google it, but basically every time they have a Comic Con, there's a statue that shows this guy surfing.
Right.
And people would always put him in costume or put sets all around him or something, which I hear is illegal, but people still do it anyway. And that made me wonder if someone's gonna like paint him pink or something. Or
No, don't give him ideas.
Yes, let's.
Don't give anybody ideas.
Charlie, as the chair, I recommend for public affairs reasons not to do that. But if it happens, I don't know what happened there.
I don't know.
Whatever.
It
Hiding
could
his
happen.
ponytails.
There
No,
could be
no.
pony.
No.
We never talked about it. That's all that matters.
We
Yeah,
never said
this
a
is
thing.
getting at. You're gonna edit this out of the show, right?
Yes.
Buy some apples.
People will find a way.
Next.
I can also bring this one for you guys. From right cow left coast. Question is there a discount for children?
Yes, we actually do have a discounted price for children. I believe it's children under 6'10".
It's children under 12. Let me verify
12.
that with our site real quick. Yeah, no, ages 6 to 12 is the grommet level. We use surfing terms for all of our tiers, and that's only $15 for a kid for 3 days.
Absolutely great.
Under 6 is free.
Under 6 is
And of
free,
course,
baby.
we're going to have a bunch of, oh, that's right. And we're going to have a bunch of kids' activities, so definitely bring your kids. They're going to have a great time.
I actually had an 11-year-old girl show up at work yesterday with her dad,
Oh.
right? And she was wearing a pony shirt. She came straight. Rena, I work at a motorcycle store.
Oh, right.
I sell Harley parts for a living. So this guy comes up with his daughter, and he goes, and he goes, ask him. And she asks me, it's like, do you like ponies? And I like pull up my right sleeve and I show her my Rainbow Dash tattoo. And I said, yeah. And she was like, oh! She saw my Rainbow Dash on my motorcycle dash
That's
out on
so cool.
on the thing. And we talked ponies for like 20 minutes.
Right.
It was great. It was awesome.
It's
Next.
probably the best thing.
Yeah,
It's
it
funny.
is.
I saw a little girl that had. It was the last flight. I was coming back from Florida, and I saw that she had a My Little Pony book bag, and I was so tempted, but I didn't want to freak her out.
The funny thing is me and a bunch of people were going to BronyCon, and we all met up in Dallas, I think. We were all getting a hop in Dallas from the West Coast. And we get off the plane, and there's a mom and her son. Her son has a pony backpack. I'm going, well, they must be going with us. No, they got off the plane and went left, and just left the airport. I'm going, and here's all these bronies who are getting on a plane to go to freaking
Right.
Baltimore,
They had no
and we see this
idea.
kid just walking away with a book bag. I was like,
Oh,
that's
away
awesome.
from his-
Yeah.
I know. If only he had known.
Only he had known.
Right.
Next.
Oh,
Throw away!
sorry.
It's that soundtrack. I'm telling you.
It's the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Taking
Okay.
him to
The
places.
soundtrack is from The Martian, so
Yes.
it's like really
I just saw that
Great movie.
awesome movie.
such a good movie.
Good
If
movie.
you guys want an absolutely amazing, just Matt Damon at his absolute best, it's just like, oh man,
Yeah.
so good. Okay, so the question is, so this is from Spike Firemain.
Hi, Spike.
Now, he makes these super amazing wood carvings.
Yes.
And Rena, he wants to make you a carving of
Oh, that's
Sapphire Shores.
Oh, that's so nice. Oh, thank you so much.
So,
Yeah,
so is that good?
yeah, that's awesome.
Awesome. Okay. So what he'll do is he'll probably message you on Twitter, and you'll discuss maybe direct message or something about agent addresses, that sort of thing.
Exactly. Oh, that's so wonderful. Thank you so much. That's such a kind thing to do.
Yes.
Oh, they're so good. We
Thank
all
you.
got
Thank
our
you,
own
Spike.
special ones.
Yep.
Really? Oh, thanks, guys.
Yep.
Thank you. And the names are so cool.
Oh yes, I love it. The
Wow,
names.
these names.
Just, all these people have the
These
craziest.
handles.
Actually,
I know.
speaking of names, there's one guy. This question's actually from a guy named Crazy.
Okay.
It's-
Straight to the point. There we go.
right to the point, just crazy. Question is, what made you go from sports to voice acting?
Crazy for feeling
Oh,
so
that's a big
lonely. Sorry.
That's all good. You know, you gotta get. I appreciate that. These little interludes. It's funny. I don't think I ever really start and stop things, really, in a way. So it's not really that I dropped one thing to do another. I mean, actually, I should correct that. I did retire after I won the Golden Gloves, as per my mother's request. So I'm Nigerian. I'm specifically from the Igbo tribe, and my parents are both Igbo, and so I'm Igbo. And it's not culturally, women don't fight in combat sports. It's not ladylike, whatever. Of course. And so of course then I have to do it because I don't subscribe to that. But I did stop, and I started training in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu after that, and then I stopped doing that just because I started liking it too much. So yeah, I was actually doing a barter to clean the mats, so I would be able to train for free. This is with Josh Griffiths here in NYC, and I really loved it so much. And one of my friends, Brian Phillips, he's an actor. It was when I was at the Actors Studio, and he told me, he was like, you should do this, you're really athletic, since you don't want to box anymore. And so I went and I loved it, and I just liked the smell of the gym so much, and I just I have to stop because I'm going to end up becoming an MMA fighter or something.
God.
So that wasn't on the path. But I still actually I just watched UFC 192. I don't know if anybody else watched it, but it was amazing.
The
I watched
19-year-old
MMA.
kid really kicked butt.
Yeah. There's some really great women fight. Like right now, women are they've been fighting, but now they're getting their shine time.
Ronda.
I'm very happy. Yes. Ronda Rousey, Holly Hearns. There's a lot of, actually her fight's coming up, but there are a lot of fighters. Julia Independent just won, and it was a great fight. I just really appreciate the fact that people are pushing themselves, and I just, it's funny with voiceover, it kind of what was the thing. My first voiceover agent, Penny, one of my great friends actually, she was like, you know what, you should do this. You should come up here and do this, because I had an agent in LA who was not very fun. Just put it that way. We'll just leave it at that. She's not very nice, and so that was the only thing that she was not handling with her nonsense contract that she had over me when I moved to Canada. So voiceover was the only thing that I was actually able to do.
Wow.
At first, and it worked out. Yeah.
Well, good.
Yeah,
Glad
I really
it worked
liked
out.
it. Yeah.
Next.
I know.
Let's see. So this one is. I hope I'm interpreting this question right. This one's from right cow, left coast for you, PPC people. I don't know. It's a tongue twister for me. They ask, isn't PPC an international convention?
Well, yeah, I mean, we are. I mean, we don't have another one in any other country. But like I mentioned, we're working closely with the people down in the TJ Brony's group, since we're, like, right across the border. And
for anybody who doesn't know, that means Tijuana.
Yes.
Okay.
Some of our volunteers. Oh, sorry. Some of our volunteers actually are from Tijuana, and do come over the border to help us out. It's actually pretty cool to see that.
Yeah, it's a great group of people, and once we actually find people that speak both Spanish and English, it's really fun and easy to understand each other. But we all speak Pony, so that helps.
It's funny. I actually speak Spanish as well, so we'll be.
I know.
Great.
Like we read that and we're like, oh my god! So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna speak Spanish with you during the convention. You know
That's
that, right?
it. Solamente en español, pero mi español es muy malo.
I know this. Dos granda coca, gracias.
Perfecto.
2 large cokes, thank you.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
right.
getting 2 Cokes now.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Because
That's
I had to go
nice.
to Mexico City for work, and it's like, okay, don't drink the water, don't eat the ice. What can you order? It's like dos granda coca, gracias.
That's well with that. It's funny. I had a little episode before. You get your little Montezuma's revenge. You get really excited about certain things. You forget that you had ice in your drink.
Yeah.
It's a rough next day. It was a rough next day for all.
Oh no.
Next.
Yeah, it was a great spring break, but it wasn't. That day was rough, and then we ended up back in San Diego, so it's all good. I had fun in TJ. I did. I really did. I just love Mexico and just in general. I've been there I think 3 times now, but in different parts. Yeah, so I really do like it.
I have great times in TJ. Probably not stuff I'm going to be talking on here.
Yeah,
but
no, not the same.
No, not you Navy
We
boys.
can tell those stories another time because it was a calm spring break. It was very, very tame, actually. It was cold. It was not spring when we went there, apparently.
Next.
I did go to Mexico during winter a few years back, and I see all the people who live there wearing like heavy clothing. So I'm like, so cold, and then you can tell who's the Canadian because he's walking in with shorts and a t-shirt, and you're like, oh, it's so warm here. I actually live right here in Vancouver, so I know the lovely weather here. Oh my goodness.
I know. It's funny. Actually, they told me now it's sunny. Like after I moved, they're like, actually, it's been really sunny.
Actually, we had some of the driest summer imaginable.
No.
Holy
So
cow!
How upsetting. That was one of the reasons I was like, I can't do this. I have SADS right now. I can't. And then it stopped raining when I moved. And it starts raining in New York. It's just really...
I think the world's just spiting you at the moment.
I think so, too. They're like, stop moving around. Stop. Ridiculous.
Yes.
Next question.
This question is from Pink Apple Spice. I'll put this for all. Now that it's been a week, did you all enjoy friendship games?
Yes. I quite enjoyed friendship games. Except for the bad motorcycle... But yes, I enjoyed friendship games. Except for that. Yes. Being a motorcyclist, I had to really...
I will say I was cringing a little bit myself. I
Yes.
also ride, so
Yes.
that was a little bit. But the rest of the episode I thought was really nice. It definitely got into really developed Sunset Shimmer's character
Oh, yeah,
quite
it
a bit,
did. Quite a bit.
and Sci-Twi, like an alternate what Twilight could have been.
Which I was always thinking throughout the entire thing, how can they possibly make Sunset even more amazing than before? And they just keep hyping her up more and more and more.
And now they actually have moved Sci-Twi to Canterlot, and now they've got a main 7. So how's that going to change come the next episode, the next movie? So, curiouser and curiouser. That's kind of cool. By the way, Rena, how much of the show do you actually watch?
I know, as my silence indicates.
That's your silence indicates. You obviously haven't seen the movie.
I'm not digging myself in a hole. I actually don't get to. I feel like I don't get to watch as many shows. Well, not as everybody else does, but I don't get to watch the show consistently, so I have to catch up a lot. Yeah, but I watch it whenever I can. Unfortunately, like I just finished. I was telling you guys earlier, I just finished grad school, so I just graduated. It's my second master's.
Yes.
And I was completely out of touch. Like I was living underneath a big rock. So
Big rock full of books.
Yeah, a lot of books and a lot of coding actually. I just got my master's from NYU's Interactive Telecommunications Program, which ITP
Wow.
at Tisch. Yeah, so it's really cool though because I'm actually I understand animation a lot more now from that perspective, but I've just been creating a lot more sound pieces and visual pieces with motion graphics and whatnot, and created a live performance piece with that. So I'm still catching up on everything.
Are you sure you're not Twilight Sparkle in this life? I mean, you're doing all this stuff. I mean,
it's
geez.
possible.
Wow.
Anything's possible. I'm sorry.
Crazy.
You never know.
You never know.
Like how many different people right now, right?
I know.
But
Next.
yeah, so I'm still catching up on episodes
Okay.
and seasons even. I know, that's so sad.
There's so many.
This season is so good. This season,
I just
season
haven't been
5
hearing.
is just so good. So
See?
good. And we
Missed
still have
out.
Lena Hall. We still have Lena Hall to look forward to later in the
Ooh.
season. Oh my God. I'm just so...
See? And I heard there's a movie. Am I supposed to say that? Am I supposed to?
Well, yeah. There's
There's
a
a-
movie coming up in 2017.
There's a movie.
that
I
they're working
know.
on. I mean, it's
That
gonna
is
be-
really exciting,
yeah.
actually.
We got a whole another 26 episode season in season 7. And we better see... You know what I want to see? You know what I want to see? I want to see Sweetie Belle. I want to see Sweetie Belle taking singing lessons from Sapphire Shores. That's what I want to see.
That would be amazing.
wanna
Getting
see.
that voice in check.
We know that Sweetie Belle's a singer. She doesn't
I
know
know.
it, but we know it.
She didn't know you.
It would be
So
awesome.
much-
It would be
so much
awesome
such-
if Sapphire Shores taught Sweetie Belle that was her special talent. Would that be an episode? Oh my God, would that be an episode?
Look, you got to tell somebody. I don't know how this works, you know.
I know ponies. I know ponies.
I know ponies who
I
know
know-
ponies.
I know ponies. Megan, I haven't heard from you in forever. Call me. Call me.
See,
Next.
it's exciting.
I have to put this for all. I know, I'll put that one later. Let's see here. So this is from Right Cal Left Coast for Urena. What is your favorite sport?
Ooh. These are great questions. I don't even think about
There's
that.
so many. Oh my goodness, it's just flowing in.
Really? Wow. That's a hard one. I don't have a favorite sport. I mean, I love watching mixed martial arts. So I would say that's something that's one of my favorite things to watch. I just really, I have an appreciation for athletes just in general. Yeah, I grew up playing sports, right? Like I told you, I wasn't always very good, but my brother was really good. Yeah, and so just as an adult, I feel like I've gotten the chance to just kind of throw away the whole concept of fear. And so that's actually why I think I started boxing later on. And even I learned how to ski, which is really exciting. But when I was younger, I was not good at skiing. I spent the whole day at ski school, and I didn't even graduate because, it was very sad in the Poconos. And yeah, but I think that my favorite sport to watch is mixed martial arts. But I grew up watching basketball and football, soccer a lot. And yeah. So
That's awesome.
I hope I answered it, kind
Yes.
of.
Oh, definitely. So this one is from RBZ. Question for Charlie and Ted. How many registrations have you got for PVC so far?
We actually, that would have been great to answer if we had Daryl. He's our head of registration. But, you know, you got me, so that's...
Hopefully enough so
not
far,
great.
but let's make it more. Let's make
Yeah,
it more.
we've got
more.
plenty.
No, we're doing really good on sales. That's something we're really, really happy about, because when we started this convention, we were kind of afraid we'd be like 3 months out and have like no one interested in coming. And the moment sales started picking up, like maybe a week after we actually started doing announcements, we were like, oh my God, thank you so much. Dear Celestia, thank you. You do exist.
Yes, yes she does.
So we're pretty happy with sales, and everything's going great right now. And hopefully, now that we're announcing the awesome Sapphire Shores coming to the convention, it'll even pick up even more.
And more to come.
Yes, definitely yes. You have no idea.
I wish I had an idea. I'm Brony Media. You're supposed to tell me.
We'll send you links.
Okay, you tell me.
Yeah, we can give you an idea, just probably not on the air this second.
I know. After the show. Next.
Yes.
Oh, let's see. This one is 1 second. Oh, so this one's from Ricard of R200. For you, Dusty.
What?
Are you planning to go any European conventions next year or later?
Yeah, if somebody will pay for it.
'Cause
You know how much it is to fly to Germany?
2,000.
Or Finland, or England, or Japan, or any of these places? It's not chump change, guys.
It's not pocket change.
It's not pocket change. You know, if I wanted to go to, I looked into it. If I wanted to go to Japan, the airplane ticket alone was $1,750. If I could find a deal. If I can't find a deal, it's $2,000 to get on a plane and get off a plane.
It's just a plane.
That's just a plane. That's not the hotel. That's not going to the convention. That's not eating. That's nothing. So, and if I'm going to Japan, I'm not going to go for a weekend. I'm going for a week minimum, because I'm not going to go to the country I've always wanted to go to my entire freaking life and be there for a weekend. It's just not going to happen. I'm going to go there for time. So yeah, it would. I'm estimating that it would probably take me $3,000 to $5,000 to do it right, and that's like a small pickup truck. So yeah, unless I get help to go somewhere, guys, it's just not going to happen. I would love to come over and see my European fans or Japanese fans, or you know, but unless I get some help, it's kind of hard. It's actually kind of hard just to go to the conventions in America, because I'm fitting most of my bill myself. Cider Fest, wonderful, brought me in as a VIP, paid for everything. Thank you very much, guys. Nightmare Nights gave me a hotel room, and of course I get my badges at most of these conventions, but most of the rest of it is on my own dime. So it's a little difficult on my salary to do these things, and that's one of the reasons why I'm taking the fall off, so I can, you know, rebuild the coffers, go see my folks who I haven't seen in a few years. So hopefully by next year we'll be back strong as ever, and we'll see you guys out on the road.
Hey, Dusty, talk to us after the podcast if you will.
Okay.
Along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go to an international convention. That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good time.
I've never done flying overseas, so I don't know
really?
how well. I don't know how well I would do on the whole that long of a trip.
Oh no, you'd be good. Don't even. You just sleep.
Oh, I've been to Taiwan. And that's a 18-hour flight. It's like
Really?
crazy.
Whoa.
I slept like most of it, but it was still
Yeah.
Man, I bring a whole console and video games just to keep myself busy.
The funniest thing about flying overseas to Taiwan was they gave you those little slippers, right? They want to take your shoes off and all, so they give you little slippers. Those slippers couldn't get on my big toe. Like, they're made for, of course, Asian people, and they're like that small, and they
Very
could,
small.
no way. It's like I tried to put these things in my, I just threw them away. These things
Go
don't work.
barefoot.
Walk around in my socks. Next.
Let's see here. Oh, this is from Red Card for Arena. As a boxer, have you seen any of the Rocky Balboa movies?
Oh yeah. Actually, it's funny. I was a fight choreographer for a show that was based off of Rocky here, and it was actually done in Bushwick by Mark Sitko and Erica Rippey. And yeah, so that, and also it's fun. I grew up outside of Philly and Westchester, New York. I've moved a lot actually. So Rocky is like part of your whole growing up repertoire. You must know. And you get to go on the steps, of course.
Mhm.
It's funny, when you look at the steps and you've been in Philadelphia for a long time, it doesn't really look like anything. You know? Those steps are still, they're cool. There's a lot of steps. There's so many. There's a lot. I digress. But yeah.
Next.
I've watched all of them. Even the bad
Even the
newest-
bad ones.
Yeah. I don't want to say it, but
The one with Tommy. That
yeah.
wasn't good.
And then his son, I don't know.
I haven't
tried-
seen. You know what? I haven't seen the new ones. I haven't seen the Rocky Balboa movies.
Yeah, like the new one.
newest new ones?
Yeah, I tried. It was one with Antonio Tarver, and then I think they tried to do one. I don't know. Sometimes you just need to stop.
Well, the one they're doing with Apollo Creed's kid. What
Yeah,
they're doing right now. I've heard nothing but good things about.
because
So-
Michael B. Jordan is amazing.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, is why I feel like you can't mess it up once you have.
Well, it goes
good-
back to the original Rocky formula.
Yeah,
right?
exactly, which they
So,
needed to.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
That shit's. I'll probably still watch it.
Let's see. Yeah. So this one's from. Wow, this guy's bringing a lot. This is from Right Cow Left Coast. Question for. Does anyone from PPC or Arena ride motorcycles?
I haven't. I'm actually very dangerous on a regular bike. Even I want to. Someone wants to let me ride on the back of one. I've ridden on a scooter. Does that count?
That counts. 2 wheels counts.
Okay, then
Absolutely.
I haven't. I didn't drive it though.
2 wheels counts.
I was in France and they let me. They tried to teach me,
Mm-hmm.
and then I rode on the back of a scooter in Paris, and then I was in a different part of France, and that's the closest I've gotten to a Zona Vespa. Doesn't sound like a Harley.
That would be
but-
very French. Yes.
It is so French.
It's very French.
Vespa.
In the Vespa, yes. The only thing that'd be more French is there was a loaf of French bread in the
We
basket.
were carrying
in the
baguettes
front.
in the back.
There you
We
go.
were.
That is
I'm
so
just kidding.
French.
I'm just kidding. We're at the boulangerie. I'm just joking.
Wow.
What about
about you guys?
Ted and Charlie?
Well, I do. I ride actually a dark blue 2013 Harley Davidson Superglide Custom that I have called Princess Luna.
Nice.
With the pipes I have on it, I call it the Royal Canterlot voice. I don't know if it's a good idea for me to be giving one of the convention guests a ride on the back, but the offer's there.
Yes.
There you go.
It's
Go
by
fill out some forms, maybe,
Fill out some
in case of accidents.
Exactly.
Did you have Princess Luna's cutie marks actually painted to the tank?
I actually have stickers
Good.
that I'm going to be putting on magnets, so I can, or I might actually. So I'm thinking of putting them on a piece to put on my saddlebags.
Nice.
Ooh.
And I was thinking also of just parking it at the con just as a display piece. I gotta find it a horn and some wings.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you're gonna do the saddlebags idea, talk to Screw Loose. He does these amazing patches. He could knock you up some really cool like patches. Just give him, throw him some ideas or designs, and he'll do them for you.
Oh, that's great. That's a great idea. I might look into that.
Yeah. Even get him over to your guys' convention, because that guy, he does some really awesome stuff. He really does.
Next.
Let's see, yeah. Oh man, I'm still getting the feels from this music. Let's see, yeah. Oh, here we go. So this is from RBZ. Question for you, Rena. How many years have you been voice acting? What other shows have you lended your voice?
It's funny. I've been voice acting for. So when I moved to Vancouver, it's funny, it's the Olympics. That's when I started. It's the 2010
2000.
Olympics.
Yep.
Yeah, that's when I first moved there. It was a very crazy time, and I mean, I had done nothing professional. I had made weird voices as a child.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, my aunt. Well, I think she walked in and one day on me working on my characters, and she just looked at me. She's like, "You're a very strange child. You know that? Very weird." I was like, "Thank you. I appreciate it." There's other voices that I have, but actually, My Little Pony is I think that's the only show that I do. I've done, and everything. I've done a lot of commercial stuff actually. And narrations as well. I actually did a narration for the Museum of Stolen Art, which is a virtual reality.
Wait. Yeah, I was gonna say, if it's stolen, how can they show it?
Well, the thing is, it's made. It's virtual reality. So
okay.
one of my classmates, Zeev Schneider, she actually made this for the Oculus.
Oh, okay.
So you actually, it's actually the only place in the world that you can view pieces that have been stolen because they're no longer in the museums.
Wow.
So, and it's actually connected to also trying to help recover these pieces as well. So if you have actually seen one in person and you want to contact Interpol, there's a way that you can do it through that. Yeah, but I did the narration for that. I'm going to be continuing to do that because I believe they're entering a festival, and so I'm going to continue doing narration for the Museum of Stolen Art, which is.
That's crazy.
I guess I should post something about that. It's so cool.
That's crazy.
And I don't.
wish
If
I'd had that
you
idea.
don't get woozy from the Oculus, it's also very fun.
You know that somebody actually made the entirety of the Pony world for Oculus.
Really?
Mhm.
What? I need to
Yep.
go and explore
I'm,
that.
I'm sure the guy, My Little Ties, the gentleman who does all the nice sickle ties, it's
Oh,
his
yeah.
project, and if he's going to be there at PacificPonycon, he'll probably bring it with him.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Oh, that thing is amazing.
That
You're
thing
totally
is
gonna love it.
Yes.
It is.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds great. I can't be in there for too long for some reason. Like I moved too fast in one.
You lose your
Yeah,
balance.
and I thought it was a joke. It's not a joke. It's not. It's very fast. Very fast how it comes up on you. But, you know, it's one of those things they're adjusting, right, with the technology. So, yeah.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, I think that Twilight Sparkle has opened the portal to Equestria because I'm getting faint signals from Joe Stevens. Yes, Joe Stevens is through, and we have to go straight to him because this window is very small. So we're going to go to Joe Stevens at EQI. So we'll be right back.
Thank you, Dustykatt. This just in. Rarity has been found guilty of using sweatshop labor in the Canterlot Carousel Boutique. When the Pony Occupational Workplace Safety Commission, or POWSC, investigated Rarity's newest business venture, they discovered every single worker was being pushed beyond the breaking point of normal conditions. Of course, the only worker actually was Rarity. Rarity thus sued herself for POWSC safety violations and found herself guilty, with fines being paid out in the several 100,000 bits. Turns out this was all a pony ski scheme to get lots of cheap and easy bits. It all would have worked out wonderfully had Rarity not also used inferior materials in her sweatshop labors. As every pony knows, Rarity designed a dress modeled after Princess Twilight's stained glass window. It became known as the Princess Dress, or Rain in Stain, or the dress that severed my carotid artery. It turns out adding actual stained glass to a stained glass inspired dress is a terrible idea, and subsequent liability lawsuits have drained Rarity of all the earnings she made after suing herself. Looks like she'll have to make money the original way, whining incessantly until ponies buy her stuff. I'm Joe Stevens, and this has been a news brief from the Equestrian Inquirer. Back to you, Dustykatt.
And we're back. Can you believe that, guys? Rarity sued herself for workplace violations and then lost all the money. What kind of scheme is that? Come on, Rarity, you're smarter than that. I know that. Come on. Crazy. But again, Joe Stevens straight from the desk in Ponyville with all the news straight every time we come on with EQI, Equestrian Inquirer. Make sure you're here every time for it. And we're back, of course, with Rena.
Hello.
And the PPC.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, how you doing?
Yeah. Bring me some more there, Screwball.
I will do just that. So this one's from Durrikins. I'll put for all. Did the ending scene of the newest episode compel y'all with feels?
Duh. Of course it did.
It was... I had tears. I really did. Okay,
We'll explain it for you, Rena. Basically,
Okay. Okay.
there was an episode called Sisterhood Social. Season
Brotherhood
ago.
Social.
I'm getting
Brotherhood
there.
Social,
Shush.
yeah.
Yes. So they did one this called Brotherhood Social, where Big Mac has to actually act like a lady, so he could actually be in the Sisterhood Social with Apple Bloom because Applejack's been spirited away on a friendship problem. So he
I
actually
did
does
see
the
that
whole
little part.
thing in drag.
I did see that. That's I don't know why I watched that part. That
Yeah.
one part where he showed up. Everyone's like, "Oh my gosh!"
Yes.
And the voice. It was very, very. I like
Yeah,
that.
that was Peter. And of course, at the end, of course, it didn't work out. And Peter and Apple Bloom give you the feels of brother and sister, and it was like,
he felt that he was not a hero towards her anymore, and he felt like he just can't be the big brother for her. And I honestly felt that with my little brother all the time.
Yeah.
And so that's just like, oh, right in the
This has been the season of the hit you in the feels.
Right.
It really has.
Getting into that humanity.
Which they've been doing a lot
Yep.
in this season. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Manly tears.
No, yeah, that episode totally gave us the feels. We actually saw that episode at Ted's place, I think, and it took us like, what, 2-3 hours to, make me stop crying. It was fun times.
Yeah, it was a little while before we were able to get Charlie under control.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really felt that episode too. I just helped my sister move up to L.A. From Chicago actually, so it was a cool feel for me to watch that episode.
Mm-hmm.
Although, just to see Peter New talking more, that was just
Yes.
awesome.
Oh my goodness.
Absolutely.
I
Right?
felt cringe on so many levels, but it was very
It was hilarious. He did such a good job.
Yes, it did.
Oh my
Such a good
goodness,
job.
so good. I was actually questioning: is it really Big Mac or is it
Yes!
really? I started questioning it because I didn't know what was going on.
Me too. At the end, I was thinking maybe Big Mac's just going to show up. He's like, oh no, that's actually Southern Belle. what was the name? Orchard? Orchard?
Orchard Blossom.
Orchard.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that voice! You're gonna be hearing a lot of that voice at conventions. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness! He's probably gonna come in a
If
dress.
I don't see Tyler dressed as that character at the next convention, I'll be very upset.
Tell Tyler to
Yes.
do that, and I tell Peter to do that too because he did do it with Princess Big Mac when he wore that
Yes.
amazing
That was
outfit.
amazing.
He needs to just do it.
Next.
Let's see here. Assistance from Soggy Milk again. This guy is just taking over today. My
Man.
dear sweet Celestia. Question for you, Dusty.
Yes.
Do you have any holiday recipes coming up on YouTube? I loved your manliest minestrone as I held James
Minestrone.
Justice over it. Minestrone.
Yes. We're probably going to get back to cooking here for the holidays. I want to bring that back very badly. We'll probably do a pie of some kind, and then we'll probably do one other holiday recipe. So I'm hoping to get 2 out before Christmas. So I'm going to start working on those fairly soon. We're going to get Carduin together, and we'll come up with some holiday recipes, and we'll film some stuff. So be looking for it.
Definitely. Assistance from Dirtykin for you, Rena. Dirtykin makes these things known as shadow boxes.
Okay.
It's sort of like a 3D image of a 2D image, but he asked if you'd like a shadow box of Onyx Jade, your new character.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. That I would.
Yeah,
Shoot, let me get into it because I already wrote it down. I'm so serious. I wrote it down. Onyx Jade lives. So that'd be wonderful. A shadow box. Is it like a photogrammetry type of thing?
Yeah, I think so.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's like, for example, the eyes would be a bit more popped out. See, like it sort of looks like a 3D shadowy. You'll see it. You'll know what I mean when you see it.
That sounds lovely. Yes, I'd love it. Thank you. This is
Ooh. So this one is from I don't know if the X is silent or not. Zlurb. Question for you, Rena. Are you surprised that Sapphire Shores became this popular?
Am I I don't know. I mean, she is the pony about.
Mm-hmm.
It actually came in waves, so I'm not gonna lie. I was very surprised when people found me on Twitter because no one knew who I was for a while, and I would go, especially in the beginning, because I was very new to My Little Pony and just the whole Brony world and everything, and I would go and I'd start reading more and try to look at message boards and stuff, and sometimes you see things that are not nice.
Yeah.
Which is a shame. And
Yeah,
then
a
you
shame.
see other things that are really lovely. And the funny thing to me was the speculation on who she was. And I was like, they're like, oh, it's Lady Gaga. Oh, no, it's Beyonce. It sounds like Cher. And I was like, it's me. I don't know. It's not any of those. It's me. So I thought that was really cool. And then it kind of died down. And then all of a sudden people found me. And I was like, oh, snap. And that was very shocking. So it's just very interesting that people start to know things about you in other spaces and other ways. And so they ask me questions, and everyone's very engaging. And so, I'm a little shocked. I'm just shocked in general, I think. Yeah.
Cool. Next.
Okay, I got this really, really cool thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's a a person on IRC by the name of Hazardous Heart, which is a really cool name. But he Rena, he wants to show you. He made a original character pony of you.
Oh, is that the? Did he tweet that to me?
I can send you around Skype right now, and oh, whoops, that's the wrong thing.
Wrong thing.
That's a question. That's a question. This one right here.
Oh yeah, I got that on. I just.
Oh
got
my
that.
goodness!
Isn't that
Wow.
You gotta pop this up onto YouTube afterwards so people
I will.
understand what
I'm
it
gonna put
is.
this on
but
YouTube because
this-
that's amazing.
This is good.
That was so fast. I know. I just got it. I was like, this is
That's
me.
amazing.
And how he says, or I don't know if it's he or she, but what they said was she, that the inspiration for your cutie mark represents your stardom and a knockout.
Oh, thank you so much. That's wonderful. That is so creative.
That is cool.
It's so nice. Like I can't even. You just made this so fast.
Yeah, that was actually drawn by one of our. I think she's head of design in our convention. That's Laura Martinez.
That's so awesome. It's so good.
It's really good.
I'm like staring at it all. like,
Yeah.
I've been
You'll see it on the
ever since she
YouTube
said to
red
me.
card. I'm sorry, I can't show it right now, but
This
we'll
is
see it on the red.
Oh, you know what? I'll put it right in the RC for everyone. There we
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
Now they'll know what it is.
I don't know what it is. So
I'm
with that,
retweeting it
you
right
know,
now.
you know where we're at, Screwy.
Oh no,
You know where we're at.
Oh no.
not that.
Yeah, no, we're at that. It's a sad time, but this is the time in the program when our wonderful guest, Rena, gets to ask me and Screwball a question.
Should I take a question from my friends here, or how does it work? What kind of question do I ask?
Anything you want to ask? me and
Anything.
Screwball, anything you want to ask me and Screwball.
Okay. Oh, like what question have you received that kind of just actually rendered you just without words?
Oh goodness.
I can't.
Oh,
bring
no?
up, I
We
can't
can't
bring up
ask
that
it.
question in polite company.
Okay, let me.
I just can't.
Who was it that we had on the show previously? They asked us. It was a question that involved. Oh man, why can't I think of it? I'm drawing a blank because it's music I'm listening to. Goodness.
Turn it off.
Because we had at the end of the episode. I can't remember who we had it on the show at the time, but they asked a question that was something like, "How is your life?" Or something like, "How is your life?" Jeez Louise, I can't even put into words.
It's been a lot of shows, buddy. It's been a lot of shows. This is show 110.
Been a lot of shows, 100
Been a
plus.
lot of shows.
I can ask another question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, actually, because that kind of maybe part of what you're saying, or a piece of it. I guess how has the My Little Pony and Brony community really, I guess, changed your view of things in your life?
It's improved my life.
Yeah,
It's improved my life
that's all.
tenfold.
Yeah.
Because I have an outlet to entertain people, to help people, to bring joy into my life that I didn't have before. That I just hadn't. I was lost until I found the show, and then I found my friends, and I've had friends before. I'm not saying I didn't, but it gave me a purpose that I didn't have before. That fills me with a joy that people will come and watch me make a fool of myself every time I turn on camera, and I can help people by doing it. So, and that's me. I love it. I've loved what it's become.
That's awesome.
Me is going through a really rough moment in my life, and it came in at just the right moment, and it turned things around for me in an instant. Oh, like huge turnaround, and I met a whole lot more new friends, and yeah, it's definitely infected my life in a very, very good positive way, like it has for Dusty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's wonderful.
And with that, we are sadly at the end of the program. So the one thing I want to bring up is our sponsor, of course. That is Little's Toy Company. All the stuff that I give away to you guys, I get from Little's Toy Company, unless I get it locally. So if you need Funkos, if you need stuff, My Little Pony based, go to Little's Toy Company. They've got a lot of different stuff too. So check it out once a month, and they'll have the new hotness that you guys need for the My Little Pony fandom. Little's Toy Company sponsor. Thank you very much, guys, for everything you do for us. Also, of course, our T-shirt. Oops. I gotta get some things down so you can see the T-shirt. Because I've got things up on the screen. There you go, T-shirt. Stay Brony, my friends. Actually drawn by Sabrina, who works on the show. Thank you very much, Sabrina, for that. You can get that on Redbubble, and I've also started a TeePublic site. So there'll be 2 links, TeePublic and Redbubble. TeePublic is a little bit less expensive, but their shirts aren't quite as nice. But if you don't want to spend that, you can spend this. So I'll give you 2 links, 2 sites to go get our stuff. I've also put up on TeePublic 3 brand new shirt designs that I'm not sure any of you guys seen. 3 brand new shirt designs. Look for that on the TeePublic site. So check those out for your workout pleasure. Ha ha ha. And with that, I want to thank everybody who came. Rena, thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much for having me. And I'm very excited to see everybody in San Diego. Yeah, and thank you guys so much, PacificPonycon. Thank you. Thank you, Dustykatt and Screwball for having me.
Of course, Ted and Charlie for coming.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, man, so much for having us. And I hope everyone has the time to go to PacificPonycon and meet Rena for the very first time at a pony convention. Yes, very first time.
Yeah, absolutely, Charlie. Thank you Charlie, and thank you very much, Dusty and Screwball and Rena for talking with us today. Really appreciate it.
And
look forward to seeing everyone in January.
Screwball, my favorite, my co-host with the most, Screwy for everything he does.
With the ill soundtrack for tonight.
The ill soundtrack. Ill communication.
Pushing those vibes right through. I'm like,
absolutely.
Oh, that's so good.
Amy, my wonderful girlfriend, Lance Bubala for everything he does, Brian, everybody at Candlelight Hill, keeping the site up, giving us a place to go when we needed it. Of course, everyone working on MLP FIM, and of course you out there who come every time we turn on that camera and make dang fools out of ourselves. Thank you very much for coming. And with that, we're out of here. Next guest I'm working on. So it's going to be cool. Always is. But you know what? I got a huge November coming up. You know who's coming up in November, Screwball?
See, he doesn't tell me these things, so I'm not the
You
slightest...
set this one up. You set it up.
Oh, yes, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Do I say it?
You say it.
No,
You
you
set it up.
say it. The voice of Maniac.
Yes.
All right?
Yes. Eileen Kennedy, voice of
Yes.
Maniac, is coming in November. And you know who else is coming in November?
No idea.
I got him.
Who?
Big Jim Miller will be on the program in November.
Wow.
Big Jim Miller will be here.
You
I
finally
cut the red
got
tape
him.
with a chainsaw.
Oh my god.
And I got Big Jim Miller coming in November.
How did you do it?
I can't tell you.
Okay.
I told you I had to kill you. If I tell you I had to kill you.
You wouldn't do that. You
Yes.
miss me too
So,
much.
Big Jim Miller, director on the show, will be here in November. Eileen Kennedy, voice of Maniac, will be here in November. October, I'm working on it. So, come on back in 2 weeks, and we'll see you then. We love you. Thank you all for support. Go over to manleysbrony.com, give your bits for all of this stuff, and a mixtape from DJ Lady Lane.
That's right. You guys pick those words, so that's pony.
It's going to be bouncing.
That's
It's going to be bouncing.
what, yeah.
Like a
these
fish.
are-
Like a fish
But
out of
like
water.
fish.
Bounce.
like sassy fish.
Sassy
that are
fish.
sweet.
Bouncing like a fish on land.
This is going to be something else.
Yeah. Say goodbye, everybody.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. We hate to leave you, but we'll be back soon. Good night, sweetheart. Good night. Good night, sweetheart. Good night.